Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here with another extravagant few minutes live here on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. And of course, the Captain Lou Extravaganza Facebook page. We invite you to subscribe to our network on YouTube. You get all of our great programming, all of our extravagant few minutes episodes that are archived, the extravaganza with yours truly and Mitch Bernstein. And also coming up this fall, all of our great preview shows each week for the NFL and for college football, the stretch drive for Major League Baseball, hockey, you name it. Speaking of hockey, the 10th season of the ACHA Power Play gets underway on the second week of September. The road to St. Louis 2026 starts again right here on the Captain Lou Sports Network with the 10th year of the ACHA Power Play. So all of subscribe to our channel, which is the Captain Lou Sports Network. And speaking of that, we are also brought to you by, as always, by the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network, that being SeatGeek. There's a ball game you want to go to, a hockey game this fall, whatever, Major League, minor league baseball, college, pro, you name it. Go to SeatGeek. It's very simple. It's safe. And while you're there, you can save a few extra bucks. Use the promo code Captain Lou, and you'll get $20 off your next purchase. So the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network and an extravagant few minutes, that is SeatGeek. Use the promo code Captain Lou for $20 off your next purchase. Well, if you're a Tigers fan, it's not a great way to start the weekend. Another loss again yesterday as the Tigers jumped out to a 1-0 lead again, but then 6 unanswered runs off Quintero Montero as they lost again. The Tigers did 10th out of their 11th or 11th out of the last 12, whatever it is. All I know is they're still 7.5 games up in first place. They lost last night to the front-running Toronto Blue Jays out of the American League East, 6-2. Dingler got them out to a 1-0 lead, but as I mentioned, 6 unanswered runs through the 5th inning. They knocked Montero out, and the Tigers lose again. They got Tariq Skubal back from paternity leave. He'll get the nod against Kevin Guzman tonight. 6-10 first pitch. Hopefully Skubal can get the Tigers back on track. The Cy Young Award favorite, Skubal back on the mound. The Tigers now 15 games over 500. Just a couple of weeks ago, they were 24 above 500. But hey, you know what? Everybody goes through the slumps. Don't panic just yet. A win tonight, the Tigers, maybe they can jumpstart and get it back on the right track. Cleveland rained out last night against Kansas City, so they're going to play a double dip today. And as they now are hard charging, Cleveland has picked up 8 games on Detroit in just 12 days. But again, Detroit with that big cushion earlier this month, they still have a 7.5 game lead. So yes, I am the eternal optimist. I'm not panicking yet. My wife asked me this morning if I was in panic mode. I said, I'll be in panic mode when the Tigers are not in first place in the American League Central. They're the only team over 500 still. The Guardians are at 500, so we'll wait and see on that. But the Tigers, again, lose last night 6-1 to the Toronto Blue Jays. They'll play game 3 of a 4-game set tonight. Guzman for the Blue Jays, Tariq Skubal for the Tigers. Let's take a look at the standings in Major League Baseball. We talked about the Toronto Blue Jays with the best record in Major League Baseball. They're now 62 up, 42 down. They've got a 5.5 game lead over the New York Yankees, who are at 56 and 47. The Boston Red Sox are at 55 and 57.5 back. Tigers, we mentioned, 7.5 up on the Cleveland Guardians, 9 up on the Royals and the Twins. Those two teams still 3 games under 500. And the Astros, they've lost a couple of straight, but they're still 5 up on the Mariners, 6 up on the Texas Rangers. In the National League in the East, the Mets back on top, a half-game lead over the Phillies. The Phillies take on the Yankees at 105, so the Phillies a half game back of the Mets. And in the Central, the Brew Crew, they're at 61 and 42, 8-2 in their last 10. They've got a 1-game lead over the Cubbies and 7.5 over the Reds. And finally in the West, the Dodgers, they've won a couple of straight. The Padres have lost 4 straight, so they have now a 6-game lead over the Padres and a 7 over the San Francisco Giants. Well, while we're in the dog days of summer and you're looking for something, I don't know, something to read or whatever, and I was just kind of taking a look at some of these stats in Major League Baseball here on this Saturday, July the 26th. And, call me to get off your lawn or whatever, the old man, go away, whatever, get with the times. But I was looking at some stats in Major League Baseball. How can Cleveland be only 7.5 games back and with a team batting average of 224? Boy, the times have changed in Major League Baseball. 25 complete games. That's all that's been pitched. We're 2/3 of the way through the season. Quality starts, 6 is what's considered a quality start by a starting pitcher. 105 games right now in Major League Baseball for a lot of teams. The Philadelphia Phillies are the only team with a starting staff that's got at least half of their games with quality starts. I don't know if it means anything, but in batting average, the top team right now, Toronto, 262 team batting average. Detroit in the middle at 248. But here's the stat that really stuck out to me as far as crazy stats in Major League Baseball, the new Major League Baseball strikeouts. Detroit has 905 in 105 games. So they're almost averaging 9 strikeouts per 9 innings. How about the Angels and the Rockies? They've got over 1,000 strikeouts in 104 games and 103 games. Absolutely amazing. Most of the teams are going to get over 1,000 strikeouts. So it doesn't matter anymore. As long as you can hit a home run and bat 250, you can strike out 3 times. It's all analytics, baby. It's a different game. If you struck out 131 times like Riley Green has for the Tigers, you'd be in the minors back in the day. But again, get off my lawn, Captain Lou. It's a new baseball. But some of these stats, again, Cleveland with a 224 batting average as a team is only 7.5 games out of first place. Toronto, the best team in Major League Baseball, ironically enough, only a 262 batting average. That's crazy. All right, elsewhere in sports, training camps are all alive and well going on in pro football. We really don't talk a whole lot about it because it's just training camp. The opening preseason game is this Thursday. Our Detroit Lions, of course, taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in the Hall of Fame game. I know none of the starters will be playing. You'll see them on the sidelines in street clothes. So really not a whole lot going on. Second day of full pad practice for the Lions. So everybody will get going with preseason. The following week with their opening games, we won't see a lot of starters. So, but what we're going to do here on the Captain Lou Sports Network is we're going to preview each division. We're going to go through every team's schedule. We'll give you our Captain Lou fearless predictions for playoffs and everything throughout the month of August. Kind of something to look forward to, along with college football. We're going to do that for all the major conferences. We'll give you our playoff predictions. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great time of year. Really looking forward to that as well. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll give you today in sports history. But first, again, a reminder that the Captain Lou Sports Network and in the Extravagant Few Minutes were brought to you by the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network, and that is SeatGeek. If there's a ball game you want to go to, Major League Baseball, minor league baseball here in Michigan, we've got 3 unbelievable minor league ballparks. The Grand Rapids area with the Whitecaps, the West Michigan Whitecaps, the Lugnuts here in Lansing with the Lansing Lugnuts, and the Great Lakes Loons in Midland. Hey, if you're anywhere near Midland, Michigan, you got to check out Dow Diamond. That is an absolutely amazing complex for the minor league high Division A Los Angeles Dodgers. And while you're thinking about going to a game and you want to get tickets, go to SeatGeek and use the promo code Captain Lou. You'll get $20 off your next purchase. It's that simple. Hey, who doesn't want to save an extra $20? Get yourself a couple of dogs and a couple of adult beverages or a pop, whatever, with that $20. So the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network is, of course, SeatGeek. Use the promo code Captain Lou for $20 off your next purchase. All right, let's take an extravagant look at today in sports history on July the 26th. Really not a whole lot to pick from today, mostly baseball. Back in 1992, Nolan Ryan struck out his 100th batter in a season for the 23rd consecutive year. That's a record that will never be broken again here in Major League Baseball. In 1962, Milwaukee Brave pitcher Warren Spahn hit his 31st home run for his career. That is a major league record as well. And in 1933, Joe DiMaggio had his 61-game minor league baseball hitting streak come to an end. Ironically enough, of course, he holds the major league record at 56. So he had a couple of long hitting streaks. And so that's a look at today in sports history. And of course, that's a look at today with an extravagant few minutes. We want to, again, thank you for welcoming us into your homes, on your computers, your laptops, your iPhones, however you watched us around the world here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. All right, that's going to do it for this Saturday. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Captain Lou reminding you that don't forget, we got a lot of great programming coming up here in August and September, including the 10th season of the ACHA Power Play. We'll be back with weekly shows there with all the coaches, players, administrators. The 10th year, a lot of new stuff happening in the ACHA. We're front and center, as always, leading as we start off the road to St. Louis in 2026. All right, everybody, Captain Lou reminding you to keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. So long, and we'll see you tomorrow here on Extravagant Few Minutes here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. So long.